Welcome back to SL Chennai Speaks Out. This is our third segment. We're going to dwell on the nexus between politicians and godmen. Mr. Srinivasan, to you first as a devotee of the Kanchi Mutt. After the murder charges against two Kanchi Shankaracharyas, do you believe things have changed? Has that shattered your faith in godmen?
No, the people who want to go there, they go there.
Okay.
That's all.
After the murder charges, of course, the case is now pending in, these are charges, the trial is going on in Puducherry. Has it made a difference to people's faith?
Actually, it's a politically hoisted case on Shankaracharya ji. Then, of all the mudds in and around Tamil Nadu, Shankara mud is the easily reachable mud. Any people of any caste or credit can easily go to the mud. They can get the blessings.
I object this because my brother, he studied in Shankara school in Adyar. You know, like he has got a dark complexion. He was asked to move from first bench to last. And then he started blessing.
He said that he needs a godman. I feel that when people are so influential, people like Nityananda, what kind of a role model are they? And if they are going to behave this way, it's definitely going to mutate, manipulate a man's idea in the society. And people in India are extremely influential and dependent on other people's views. So it's very degrading and demeaning to our country.
Mr. Vishwanath, see, even the Kanchi Mutt, it's an open, it's common knowledge that there were even bureaucrats who would queue up outside the Kanchi Mutt to try and perhaps believe that they would get plum postings.
Yeah, they used to at once upon a time. But to your pointed question, after this murder incidents, see, at that time the people, ordinary people all over the country, they knew that, there is definitely, the involvement is there, that is.
No, but this is a charge. Let's not
okay.
Matter subject. It's a charge which they are facing.
Okay. But point here I want to make is, at that time, what happens afterwards, whether he will get away with the case or what happens, that's immaterial. At that time, 2000 years history, that mud, it has been dented. That's all this thing. Afterwards, then they'll salvage and all that, and people, so-called devotees earlier, some of them, they left, some of them, this thing, they continue and all, it's immaterial. But the image, what Shankaracharya people right from central ministers used to go and all that, that I think that people condemned it.
Many believe that the Mutt was one institution that protected these minorities, even within Hinduism, the ocean of Hinduism. And that even when the raids were on at the Mutt, when both the junior and the senior seers were facing these charges of murder, there was also speculation in certain sections of the media that there was a move to even take over the Kanchi Mutt, which turned out to be untrue. So do you believe that sometimes these institutions are actually, they exist to protect, for instance, in this case, the Brahmin community?
In Kanchi Mutt case, it's true, I agree with you. But in overall religious institutions, government has no control over them. Even Nityananda, he collects a huge amount for a single visit. Okay.
Yeah, but then the government now, the Chennai police has filed a case of cheating against him. Okay. Do you believe it's a fair case?
No, he is having some 2,000, 3,000 crores. No, if you, legally, he may be, out of this trouble. Okay, but
how is he legally out of the trouble? I mean, Mr. Vishwanath, do you believe the cheating case against Nityananda Swami is justified?
Very much just.
How is it a case of cheating? If there are a question of two consenting adults there,
yeah,
and celibacy, as I said, not being celibate is not a crime under the Indian Penal Code.
Yeah.
How is it?
Why?
Anybody? Only he has blessed the. He has not cheated anybody. He has only blessed the moral code of conduct.
I agree with you.
So is it a violation of the law?
No. It is nothing to do with law.
So do you then believe that this case of cheating against him is not justified?
He has not cheated anybody.
If that is the case, why did he go underground? That's my first question.
That is
and
no,
then second one,
the government is a biased
government.
This
he has to come out and he has to make a statement.
This is anti-Hindu government.
Wait, let me complete. As Rajneesh used to say, there is nothing wrong in sex. He should say, this thing, all right, this actress is whoever, he's an adult, I am an adult. What wrong is there? that would have been a at least
Sir, even
so-called rational
Sajjan
people
Kumar
would have
MP
been
was
mistake.
30 days
He was
underground.
as he
Nobody
says-
questioned his
as he
credentials.
says that,
He was an MP.
teaches the devotees that celibacy, don't eat onion, don't eat, all these things, this thing, and personally is doing where the TVs, they have done yeoman service actually to show the public.
Mr. Karan, do you believe on the charge of cheating against him, the case which has been filed by the Chennai police, that people are under legitimate belief that he's a pious man, that he is a self-proclaimed brahmachari, he has imposed celibacy on himself, and therefore people contribute money, and it's a question of breach of trust in that case. So do you believe the charge of cheating is justified at all?
No, he has not cheated anybody, sir.
No, he has cheated. He has cheated.
It's
It
very
amounts to
sad
cheating.
that the Indian constitutional
If
law
I
Not
may,
without the mic.
till now, there is no cheating case with document against him.
No, what document want? It is all over the India repeatedly have seen what
Violated the code of conduct. That's all. I
Sir,
don't think.
sir, there are
that
lot
we call
of
cheating.
ministers who are breaching the moral code of conduct. There are lot of ministers with 2 wives.
Which is why I said,
the country
what
to
is
do that.
No.
Nityananda, what is Swami
Still we
Nityananda?
have them as ministers. But when it comes to Hinduism or any spiritual guru, they try to rake up this issue to pull out them.
No, as a guru, he is not supposed to
can't
do.
defend anything.
As a guru, the ministers, there is no moral conduct. But as a guru, they are supposed to follow a certain code of conduct, and for which the people hold them in high esteem.
Accept it, sir.
Yeah.
Then, see, when he...
Except that it is cheating.
No, he has not
Cheating on
cheated. He has
devotees,
breached
cheating
the
by-
moral...
Why do you say it is cheating? Why do you say it is cheating?
I say cheating because, see, this whole thing, he himself, these things, he has got some sort of an aura because of his celibacy, because of, so many other, this thing. And when it comes out, to the public, let him be honest that, yes, I made a mistake. He should apologize. That instead of that, he goes underground and his public, his devotees come, after a few days, came, that is stage managed, that is, all that,
Okay, since Godmen have these spiritual powers, how is that they didn't know that there was a camera in the room?
That's a valid question.
How is that, Adi? You want to take that?
It's a very valid question. I mean, there's a lot of things that they should have known. He should have known that there was a camera in the room. He should have known that somebody was cheating on him. He should have known that it's going to the press. He should have known everything.
No, Swamiji, see, we have to understand one thing. Swamiji is not God. He is not omniscient.
That's what he proclaimed
Okay,
himself.
he may proclaim, but actually,
that's cheating
no,
again.
as per the definition of the Bhagavad Gita, a sannyasi is a person who follows a certain conduct which is prescribed for him in the sannyasi
We are
order.
only talking about
The
what he has
sannyasi is not
preached.
God.
He didn't practice what
Swamiji
he
is not
preached.
God. We get the wrong feeling that anybody who wears sannyasi robe is God, is an incarnation of God.
The issue here is when they are being proclaimed as God, they do not come out and say they are not God also. They've never come out and denied it as well, because I have seen that pictures of many of these Godmen are there in somebody's house. They have never said, do not put my picture.
For example, Kalki Bhagwan saying, I am God. Remove other pictures and put only this picture.
You know, this coming back to this particular issue, when it comes to this particular person in general, when you're talking about
Yeah, but
Nityananda.
many of the politicians also have, pictures of Godmen there. Bureaucrats have pictures
Yes,
of Godmen in their
that's a
rooms.
huge issue, because what is happening is you're appealing to authority. The minute I show a picture of myself with, say, the President of India or the Prime Minister of India, and then I go and make a claim saying that I can do X, Y, Z, this picture isn't support. It's almost like, yes, even the President and the Prime Minister acknowledges the fact that he is existing. So that means he has to be true. This is the problem. You know, you get your authority by trying to photograph yourself with somebody else or associating yourself with somebody else.
Mr. Srinivasan, the fact that, politicians sometimes, extend protection to Godmen in return for certain favors. They do these homams, they do pujas, they even promise them, electoral bonanzas. Again, because the politicians also are insecure about themselves and their prospects at the elections.
Yes, naturally, because probably they have certain politicians come there to the godman, the so-called godman. I don't call the real gurus as a godman, as he said also, it is not a godman. They come there for some sort of a blessings and favors. And naturally, what happened when for suddenly, even if Nityananda case, it would have taken a long time for him, to believe that something has happened. Because he has been mentally distressed when he went to because he was not earlier he was an atheist. Then suddenly he found something in Nityananda.
When an ordinary person lets you down, you probably are disappointed. But
Disappointed.
when a godman lets you down, you're shattered. Is that the case?
Shattered. Naturally, it is his feeling because he is looking for some sort of a solution or he is looking for some sort of a support from some people. He goes there.
Yeah.
To his point of denial.
I'm not, thinking about myself only because the lakhs and lakhs of people, their beliefs, even in Karnataka, the top level politicians used to touch his feet. So, lot of people, their belief, everything is
Naturally,
shattered.
they will get shattered.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, due to this political
influence only all the murder trials are going unnoticed, right? Because Adi Shankar, the Shankaracharya case created much hype at one point, and now we barely hear any news about this. It goes unnoticed due to this political influence with the gurus, that is Godmen, and I'm not sure this is healthy, because political influence with Godmen means then Godmen also influence the political person in their way of.
Absolutely true, it's correct. That happens all the time. They are influencing.
Understanding between the politician and the godman. This the normal person cannot know what is the thing which is happening
Okay, pass
behind.
the mic to the lady here.
Influential and both are influential speakers, then what is the need for Godmen? Even the politicians are really influential in their speech. You
So
told
why do you think the politicians go to Godmen?
that I have
That
no
they are
Let me ask you,
mutually
Kannan,
benefited.
why do politicians go to Godmen? If they are also motivational speakers and
For all the wrongdoings, they are going.
They'll be going.
to wash off their sins.
Politicians need influence and godmen have influence. That's what they get there.
Who gives them that influence?
The godmen have the power to attract public and politicians need that.
Actually, politicians, they have an inner feeling that they're doing something wrong when they do corruption and they do something wrong to the society. And they believe that when they go to some guru and talk to them about it, their sins are gone. Something like that.
Is that the case?
Many
Don't agree to
people are like
purge
that.
to purge themselves.
Absolutely no, because this quid pro quo, that these politicians come with the specific motto, and that too they don't go any small time in Godmen. When they have a large number
What
of
she said is what is correct.
large number of devotees, he will have that, by going to particular guru, a vote bank, number one. And then second one, I am told that lot of black money, this easy to convert from this Swami to during elections and all that. That is
Black money.
And black money, of course. There is a nexus between this. There is a nexus between the politicians and
Is that something
Godmen.
you subscribe to? He says, okay, that's a charge
I
he's
wouldn't
making.
know, but it looks like a very
To stash away their black money.
Quite possible. I wouldn't know. I don't
No
have any
Swiss
proof
banks,
for
you
this.
go to ashrams.
But it looks like an awesome idea because none of the religious institutions have to declare how much money they are getting. They are all protected under income tax laws. So it's the best place to stash away your money. It makes complete sense to me. I don't have a proof, but it's superb idea.
The election commission sitting on their head, most of the expenses
are coming in, and the traditional mutts, they come under HRNC commissioner and HRNC minister, not the new generation. Like Nityananda is not coming under HRNC. All Adinams, Dharupuram, Tirumala, Shankaramat, Ahobilamat, all things they are coming under HRNC.
It's a taboo. You're not supposed to touch religion. It's a very, very sacred topic. That is my business. Everything else we can talk about. We can talk about politicians, we can talk about corruption.
Which is an interesting
all that is
question.
fine.
You can question science, you can question politicians also, but nobody can question the logic or the rationale or the reason behind a Godman. You will say milk miracle, and when it was proved it was mere capillary action.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, we are not. Religion is not about miracles. Spiritualism is not about miracles. It's not about healing. It's not about that at all. The fundamental concept is that we have to understand what is the meaning of spiritualism. What is the meaning of spiritualism? Unless we understand that, we will try to club all kinds of godmen
Are you
together.
trying to make a distinction between the Godmen of today, many of them at least, and spiritualism? Are they
Definitely.
divorced? Are the Godmen of today divorced from spiritualism?
Definitely, definitely.
Do not confuse science and religion. They're two separate things, and people love to actually use the word science to justify whatever they're saying in religion.
Yeah,
Do
well,
not connect the two. They're two different things.
At that point, we'll take another break on ASL Chennai Speaks Out. When we come back, we'll ask what Aditya in fact raised, the difference between magic and a miracle.